Okay, am I refreshing that pane again? You will be able to see. Okay, the created table. Yes, yes. Okay, it is related to the subscription. Okay, here I can see. Okay, succeeded. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I have done. Okay, Google's are completed. Okay, I hope you all are completed this thing. Now we can move to how we can connect this SQL database from our SQL management studio. Okay, management studio. I am opening my machine. Till now, we have accessed the database through the query editor and done all the queries over there. But there is an SQL Management Studio is there. If you are not installed, I hope you all are installed this Server Management Studio, SQL Management Studio. Okay, click on this SQL Management Studio. It is not related to the Azure or anything. It is a SQL Server Management Studio. Our database is already there in the cloud. Remember, our SQL database is already there in the cloud. I am going to connect to that particular database from my Windows machine. Okay, for that, go to
Okay. Just to add, Prince.
yeah.
Prince. Hello.
Yes, Siddharth, yes,
Just to
Siddharth.
add, Prince, after this SQL Management Studio, you can stop because Eva volunteer will be joining in.
Okay, okay, okay.
So just complete this. Okay. Just
Yeah,
complete
yeah.
this ASAP.
Okay, I am going to my resource. My, okay, this is my latest one. Okay, this is my database. This server name is this one. I am going to connect it to this database. This is my database name. This is my database. Okay, we already discussed how to connect with the programming languages. You can click over there and you are able to see the database connection string and all other things. Okay, but I am going to connect the database from my Windows machine. For that, I am using this SQL Server Management Studio. It is free to download. I hope you already done this one. You have downloaded this thing. If you have downloaded, you can just open it, and I am going to connect. The database is in the cloud. I know the server name on this particular server. The database is there. So I am pasting that server name, FDP server new database dot windows.net. From here, I can see the database name. This is my database name. I have just copied. And what authentication we have used? It is SQL Server Authentication. SQL Server Authentication. The SQL authentication we have used. While opening, it may be shown Windows authentication, but while creating the server, we have used SQL authentication. So through SQL authentication, we are going to login. The login username is FDP and the password is this one. And I am going to connect it. Okay, now it has been connected. Now it has been connected to the cloud. It has been connected to the cloud. And you can see here the database names. Here the database name is FDP data that I have created. This is my FDP database is there. Only one database. Here the tables, under the tables category, we have created one table, I think. table. Okay, dbo.persons. This table I have created in the query editor over there. So that table is also I can see one table is there, and if you expand this one, you can see all the what are all the columns and all other things. And if you want, you can do the query over here itself. I'm going to write some queries. Here I am writing some query. Select star from persons. Okay, table name is DBO persons. And you can execute this one. Okay, it is DBO dot persons. Okay, it is because object name. Whose FTP data I have to use. I think I have to use my FTP. This database, not somebody in the database. Oops. Okay. Okay. By default, it is a master database. That is why it is use FTP data. Currently, I have connected to this master database where the no tables are there. Let me check any tables in the master database. If it is there, I can show some tables. Okay, some system tables are there. Okay, because it is connected to two databases are there, we need to switch it to some other database. Use anyway, we have what we have created the database and all those things. So we are able to see from here. This is how we are going to connect to the database. Anyway, this database is not in the local machine. It is coming from the cloud. It is coming from the cloud. For example, if you are creating another table, okay, if you are creating another table from here, we are able to see that one. This is SQL database, and my SQL database is FDP data. This is the my database. If you are creating, go to query editor. If you are creating a query editor, if you are able to, if you are creating a new, okay, this is my password. If you are creating anything over here, it is going to create a new table over here. The same thing will be appeared over here, and we can use over here. So in summary, you are able to create what we have done is we are creating a database and a database server on the cloud, and that thing we can access from uh, this server management studio as well, or even SQL workbench as well. Any tool you can use because it is on the cloud. You should have a username and password. By using the username and password, you are able to access that one. So please try to complete this one, and I am stopping for now. And okay, over to you, Siddharth.
Yes. So Shashwatan, are you there in the call? Ashwatan, Shashank. Ashwatan, are you there in the call?
Yes, Siddharth, hi. Am I
Yes.
audible?
So, Shashank, we have paused our session.
Yes, yes, yes.
Anyways, MySQL Workbench was completed yesterday, and SQL was completed just 2 minutes ago. So, yes, we are waiting for the EY volunteer to take up the
Yes,
session from now onwards.
sure. Ramya, Kanishka, are you there? Have you joined?
Yes, Asham, good morning all. Yeah,
Hi,
I
good
joined.
morning,
Good
Ramya.
morning.
I think Kanishka also joined, right, Kanishka?
Yes, yes, Ramya.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
please turn on your camera?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Welcome, Ramya, again to these sessions.
Yeah, hi. Good. Sorry, I was not having that invite, no, so I was just like waiting.
Oh, not an issue. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just start. Let me just turn on my camera to save the bandwidth. So, a very good morning to all the faculty members who have joined. My name is Shashank, and I am from Edinet Foundation. And I welcome the team from UIGDS. I also welcome you all to this today's enlightening volunteer engagement session on cloud computing. And I thank you all for joining the sessions. And to facilitate the session, we have two esteemed experts in the field from UIGDS, Ms. Ramya Devi Jagannathan and Ms. Kanishka Pundir. So, Ms. Ramya Devi Jagannathan, working as Assistant Director, CBS, she's having an experience of more than 17 years in technical and management domains. She is leading engagement for Fortune 100 companies where she is managing business infrastructure and cloud solutions. She has vast experience in Microsoft Azure, which, with the help of PAS and IaaS services, she has developed many enterprise level technical solutions, well versed in agile technology, and promotes a culture of learning, experimentation, and growth. And she has also published few blogs and short stories and very passionate about writing. Next esteemed expert, we have Ms. Kanishka Pundir, a highly skilled data engineer with over uh, 3.5 years of experience specializing in the art of data modeling to meet diverse requirements and conducting thorough analysis. Ms. Kanishka possesses a keen analytical mind and a proven track record in transforming complex data sets into actionable insights. Ms. Kanishka embody a natural curiosity, always seeking innovative solutions to drive success in any endeavor. I welcome you, Ramya and Kanishka. And in this engaging session, I hope faculty members uh, and you will be sharing the invaluable insights, best practices, real-time examples, and all the faculty members who have joined this session will have the opportunity to learn about cloud computing capabilities, understanding the potential impact on the business and data, and to maximize the effectiveness of this session, they will be exploring some tips and tricks also. Welcome you once again, and I hand over the session to Ramya now. Ramya, please.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Sesha, for that. So hope we have many audience here and good morning all sir and ma'am gathered here. So my introduction has been given, but still I'll just give. I am Ramya. I work for EY. Okay. So see this cloud itself. Though I have 17 years of experience, all the 17 years I didn't work in cloud. So for the past 5 years, I'm working in cloud. Okay. So this Azure. Now we have many different type of clouds, right? Azure, Google, and IBM. Main is AWS, right? Amazon's. So I believe and I have assumption that you're all having the cloud background or you have a basic knowledge about cloud, right? Or I'll just start with the overview. Okay, so I don't want to jump into immediately the data engineering part of it because today we are going to concentrate only on the data engineering part of it. We are not going to concentrate on the remaining part of it, but we are just going to concentrate on the data engineering part. And after me, Kanishka will be covering the data warehousing. I will be covering the data Azure Data Factory. Okay, so how does that work? How it is going to be helpful for us in doing the analysis and the orchestration. Orchestration also, ADF is a feature. Orchestration is a feature in ADF, okay? But how does that work? Everything. I will just show you with the free trial. How to create a free trial, and you yourself can go ahead and create that and check it out, and you can grow. And then I'll show some of the links where you can go through, or you can study if you are really interested in pursuing something in cloud. Yes, Microsoft provides many of the sites or many of the study training materials. So that also I will be sharing with you so that you can go ahead and read through it and get your certified. Okay, so that's not a big deal. And Microsoft certification is also not too costly. So we can easily make it up. So first thing is that we all know what is the infra. Okay, I just wanted to start with what is cloud so that it will be better for us to understand, because we people all have the hype of cloud, cloud, cloud. No, so I really wanted to give a what is cloud, basically what we are talking about it. Previously, you all would have heard about it, right? Like everything works on data center. So, like our house or like our, I mean, shopping complex kind of warehouse models, we'll be having a bigger rooms, and we'll be having a tall 6-7 feet of machines running in that, and we will be wiring them together. And we always have a data engineer maintaining it, and we have so many people working for that. So to maintain it up and running. So basically, I'll tell you a overview. Okay. So if you are going and opening online.sbi.com, to have that online.sbi.com open for you, behind you wanted to have this infrastructure working for you. First is your storage. Okay, storage is the area where you get your device or the space for which you are doing. On that space, VM will be hosted. On the VM, SQL DB will be running. On that SQL DB, you will be hosting an app. Okay, then comes the web server. So web app, then that online.sbi.com is a web app which is hosted on a web server, which in turn refers to your DB, and that DB relies on VM, and the VM relies on the storage. So in all these are connected with the network. Okay, so any one of this component fails, you will not have online.sbi.com working for you. Okay, so this is simple. We can say simple. Oh, what is this not working? Nobody cares about infra, right? Back end. If at all, IT people say that in IT people means only software developers, coders, right? No, it's not the case. So if you see me, I have all my 17 years. I work as an infra engineer. Okay, so I started with storage, all the components I said no. So now all the components I have experience on. No development experience. I don't have anything. As of now, we are learning because we are forced to learn Python programs, and we just write some of the scripting codes because we used to have the jobs running for us. No, for that jobs, we write scripting, shell scripting, basic shell scriptings in Linux we used to do. So that's how we have come. So infra is nothing but your space. That space is needed. Okay, so that is the space or a land where you build your house, the developers or the builders. Okay, so we are the people who will be providing the base. Okay, now what has happened? So for maintaining that, so many things has happened, revolutions has happened. Now also data center is there. Okay, so these people, that Amazon, Google, or IBM, whomsoever it is, they are maintaining their own data centers in different countries, and those people, those infras are given to us in a virtual format. Okay, so now I'm saying on the click, I'm doing everything. Previously, everything needs to be done physically. So if I have to configure a component, I have to have my switch connected, I have to have my storage connected, I have to have cable it, everything. So now there is no cabling. So everything has been made virtualized. That is called as cloud. Okay, everything is virtual. So they but we are selecting the region, right? So while doing, we are selecting the region. So that region, the data center is still there, the physical component is still there in that virtualization. Virtualization has come into picture, right? Because of that, we have these kind of facilities. So that is the emerging of cloud. So I just wanted to give a background about it. Maybe you all might be knowing about all these things, but just I wanted to let you know all these things. So basically this infra is the cloud. Now on the cloud, we are doing everything, or in the cloud, we are putting everything. So if you are coming and asking me to do something, I am doing that infra, or I am hosting that in the infra. That is cloud. Okay. So now that is cloud. So now we are mainly focusing on Microsoft's Azure. So Microsoft's Azure, we have many features. Okay, data analytics is there, data synapses is there, Azure Synapse. We call that as Azure Synapse, Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks. These are all ETL things. Okay, you know what is ETL, right? All of you. So please stop me wherever you don't understand or you feel that I'm talking irrelevant. You can please stop me so that I can be on the point. So hope this space is okay, right? Or I'm going fast, or I'm not talking irrelevancy.
All the faculty members, you can please unmute yourself, and if you have any doubt related to the session, you may put your doubts in the chat box, and you can unmute yourself also to uh, ask any query to the volunteers.
You are okay, ma'am.
Oh,
We are
okay.
understanding.
Okay, thank you. So we can make this as an interactive session. So what about the doubts? I mean, apart from this, also you have something queries. I have these kind of clarifications. You can surely ask me. So if I don't know, also I'll just search and get back to you on this. Okay, I'll not say that I'm best. I know everything. So I might not be know something, but still we can get I can also learn along with you. Okay, so this is the major thing. Now I'll share my screen and I'll get started with ADF. Okay. So Azure Data Factory. So what is Azure Data Factory? First in place. So why it is used? Basically, this is a tool, or this is a feature, we can say. Okay, no more tools, right? Because everything is virtual, so no physical thing. So we don't call them as a tool, but it is kind of tool. Okay, so it is a feature we will be enabling in cloud. Okay, Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory is nothing but a feature in which you will be ingesting the external data. Okay, we will be using a word called on-prem. Okay, some of the areas, or while the other slides while I'm going through, I'll be referring to a word called on-prem. On-prem is nothing but a physically located area. Okay, on-prem, Azure is a cloud. Azure, if wherever I refer Azure, it's a cloud. Okay, on-prem is nothing but data outside the cloud, which is physically located somewhere. So I say, for example, I said no data center is lying somewhere. So some of my data centers still no some of the companies are still running on both the legs. We say hybrid model, that is okay. So one of them, they will be running with the data center as well as, and then some of their products will be in cloud, or they will be in mutual things also. They will be having their data in the on-prem also and the cloud also. They will replicate it properly and they will sync it so that if something happens to their on-prem, they can cut on and then they can recover that data from here. So the recovery mechanisms and all, and HA, high availability for that and all, they are still following that, because not traditional customers, they don't want to come out of this data center modeling kind of things. So they still maintain both the things. So um, can you please give me a minute? I have a power cut at my home, so I'll just be back. Yeah, I'm sorry about it. So this Azure Data Factory in which what we are doing is we will be ingesting data from on-prem clusters or on-prem servers or on-prem devices, whatever it might be. On-prem, basically it's a storage devices or a servers. So from which we will be ingesting the data to the cloud. We will connect, we will transform it, and we will just like in a layman's term, we can say that we will collect the data, we will cleanse the data. That is like we will be segregating the data, or we will be processing the data. Basically, we'll process the data and we'll analyze the data and we can monitor the data. So that's what we can do with the Azure Data Factory. This is not like Azure Data Factory is not like I have an Excel sheet. I wanted to know how many employees have logged in on Friday. So for not for these kind of things, okay, we are talking about big datas, very big datas right here. So when we have big datas, really big datas and huge datas, I wanted to know the turnover of the last year, why the sales went down. So I wanted to analyze this data, medical records for the past, the Corona time, how much was the death rate. So these kind of big datas I wanted to analyze, I'll be using this feature. So how does the data factory works? So it works on it works on certain steps. Okay, so first it will be you will be connecting the you will be configuring the storage part of it. Okay, after that you have to configure storage lake. We'll say I will show all the demo to you how to do configuration, how to ingest data, how to do this link services link for it, and then how to analyze the data. So all of them I will be letting you know. I will be showing in a demo. So you will be taking the data, you will be creating a pipeline. Inside the pipeline, you will be giving the activities. Pipeline is nothing but a virtual form of it. For a certain time, that activities will be held in that pipeline. So I will let you know all those things. Okay, that will be done. And then link services will be linked along with it. And then with the parameters entity, it will all be your services will be running. And your data will be processed, and you can copy the data, you can control the data, you can transform the data. So these are all the functions you can do with the data Azure Data Factory. Okay, and orchestration. What does Azure Data Factory do in the orchestration means? You might all, if at all you are from cloud background, you might be heard about Hadoop clusters, HD Insights. Now that is called as Azure HD Insights. Okay, so we will be enabling that feature. If that feature is enabled, what it will do is it will be acting as an orchestra. That is what we call as orchestration. Okay, this ADF will be acting as an orchestra. Okay, it will instruct, or it will be letting the HD inside, that is Hadoop cluster, to play the role. Okay, you go in this direction, you go in this direction, the music has to go up and down, the composer will say, right? So like same wise, the like orchestra, it says that's why we call this process as an orchestration when Hadoop cluster HD inside is enabled basically. So all the work will be done, or all the work will be taken by HD Insight by ADF on the supervision of ADF or something like that, we can say. Okay, so then we can see what is the data integration services, and then linked services and data sets. Orchestration I already said, and data flow and other activities, how the data is going to flow, and then clarifications we can have. So this is how the agenda is going to be. I feel this is problem. Okay, so this is the role of data factory in orchestration, as I already mentioned. So you see here they are saying that on-premises network. On-premises network is nothing but the physical entity, or your laptop is also considered as on-prem, because your laptop is not in cloud, right? But you can able to take data from your laptop and put it, and you can include online data also. You can download data from online, or you can use repositories also. So from that repository also you can refer for data. Actually online repositories, many of them will be there, right? So that also you can refer, so that it will pull data from that repository and it will process it. Okay, as of now what we are going to see is we will take data from my laptop and we will be doing it. Okay, so this is that's what called as data source or external data. that will be ingested to the storage blob. Okay, I'll tell you what is storage blob. Here they have used Azure Synapse. It's not mandatory that we have to use Azure Synapse, but in orchestration, we are using this feature. But you can use data lake also here, and you can make that as an orchestration too. Okay, so see here, data factory being a master. So this full row or a full bucket is called as a orchestration. Okay, the storage blob and then Azure Synapse, that data will be monitored with on the presence of data factory. Because we will be creating the pipeline in such a way that we will create the pipeline in the ADF. When I launch you, you will be able to understand. So in the ADF, you will be creating the pipeline and you will be enabling the orchestration feature. So that's the reason ADF will be a master and it will be making the things to work in Symphony. And then analysis services we will be doing. So this Azure Active Directory I'm not going to cover because there's this authentication factor. And then displaying visualization or the display will be done in the Power BI. So it's not mandatory that we have to do it in the Power BI. We can do it in different tools also, whatever Grafana or whatever the tools also. But it's a product of Microsoft, right? So they insist us to do it in Power BI. But it supports, obviously it supports other products also. We can visualize our data in different formats also. Okay, so now we'll talk about the components, ADF components, right? ADF components, as I said, pipeline run, everything. So pipeline is nothing but a logical grouping of activities. As I already mentioned that we will be having activities. I'll tell you what is activity. Activity is nothing but an action which needs to be performed or which needs to be processed. So what is basically the task or the code or the instruction, right? Like, come on, go and copy my data. So that's my instruction. That is called as task. That task is called as activity. Okay. Inside the activity, the task only I have given. So what activity it needs to perform is the instruction I have given, right? So that activity, group of activity, it is not one activity, right? Like just copy the data. No, copy the data, process the data, do this, display the data. So likewise, I can have so many activities performed. I mean, instructed in that activity list, and I can put that in a pipeline. Okay. So, so pipeline is nothing but a logical grouping of activities. Okay, because I don't want to confuse you much because in a time we give so much of information, nothing is going to be there. So I'll just go with the presentation. Just I'll give you the overview on this. So then pipeline run. That's instant, or the pipeline run is the how to say. During the execution, right? Like if my instruction is executing, during the instruction, a logical piece exists. That is called pipeline run. So say for example, 2 minutes it run, 3 minutes it run. So during that time, a logical connection exists or a pipeline exists, right? So that is called pipeline run. So then activity, as I said, it is a action representing the activities. And data set. Data set is nothing but a data structure or a source. Data set is nothing but a source created. So what is need to be processed? We are saying we need to process data, we need to process data, all those things. No, we need to create data set with that data. Okay, so data set will be created and given to the pipeline or given in the pipeline activities, right? Activity have to be performed on this data set. So when you create only, you will be understanding. With the pipeline, we cannot, pipeline is just a blank space. With that, we cannot go anything. So you have to create a data set. So data set is the bread and butter here. So data set on the data set only, we are going to do everything. So data set is a major portion of it. And data set, along with data set, you will be linking the services. Okay, so it is kind of string you will be connecting to that data set. Okay, so something like that, which refers or which pulls. Okay, where I am from, what I need to do, what is my route. So that is what those informations or those questions will be answered with this linked services. Okay. So this is how it is, as I said. So data set and the activity and the pipeline. But these three, data set and the linked services and the activity, they're all tied up together. All of them have a family name kind of a thing called parameter. Okay, so while setting, I will show you that parameter is a kind of family name. Okay, all these people will be using that parameter. Okay, so that parameter is a base kind of thing. So as I said, it's a key value pair for read-only configuration. That will be referred by all these things, link services, activities, this one, data set. Everybody will be using this parameter name because everything is a parameter, and variable is a frequency. How fast or how soon or how frequent I want this to be done. So it's a temporary value. We know, right? Variable is the same meaning as in computer also. Variable will specify a variable, no? Input A, B, C. So that they're all variables. Same, right? Here also variable meaning is the same. It's a temporary area or a temporary value stored in a pipeline. And this is how the data orchestration, data movement and the data transformation and how it will be done. So this I have already spoken about. So this is the execution flow. Okay, when a file is linked service, that is linked to a data set, basically a file is converted into a data set with the activity. That is what is this linked service means. Okay, the data set associated with the activity in the pipeline will be executed. So all of them belongs to this pipeline. This pipeline belongs to one side. This pipeline, other pipeline belongs to other side. I'll tell you what is that source and target we say. Okay, source side and target side. The file will be taken, processed, copied. All right. So this is how it is going to be. Let's see that. So here we will be creating a storage account. Here we will be creating a data lake storage because where you are going to copy that area, we are creating a storage space. It does not exist there, okay? So we are creating that. Hope till it is fine, right? That's all slide has. I'll go to that. Any questions still here? I'll just stop it. Or you want me to repeat it? Anything? Any comments?
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, please. Good morning, sir.
Can we do some more operations in this pipeline? Means can we customize the operations in this pipeline?
Yes, sir, you can do whatever operation customization you wanted to do, that will be doable.
Means like pre-processing of the data we can do in this pipeline itself.
Yeah, processing of the data we will not say, but activities, yeah, mostly processing, that's kind of processing only. That is copying or controlling or whatever the activities. Yes, the processing of data can be done in the pipeline. Yes.
So this flow of data will be dynamic. Let's say the source is dynamic, creating dynamic data structures. So can we do it dynamically also? Or these operations
yes. Online data is possible. As I already mentioned, no, the online, say for example, such dynamic data on any online sites you are referring. Say for example, we can take Zomato. Today's delivery, how much, last week's delivery. They are all changing data only, no, dynamic data only. Yes, that is referable. Yes, sir, that is doable actually.
Thank you.
Yeah. Why pricing calculator?
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, so you said that you can push data from on-prem devices onto this pipeline. So do we need to have some module installed on that, on the on-prem device? Say, for example, I have an IoT of some devices and I want to capture the data from these devices. So how do you automatically do that so that you configure this to push it onto the store?
Automatically means you have to set the scripting or something like that. You can set it actually. You from my say for example, from my system every day night, or from my system every day afternoon, you can pull the data kind of. You can set it. There's no need to install any modules exclusively for that, but you can set your script in such a way. But the connectivity has to be there. You have to be running that your cloud in that local machine, or the connectivity has to be. If it is a data center, say for example, if it's a data center, that time you have to have the connectivity available for you. Then you can write a script and put it there, so you can easily run it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hope that answered, right? Like, maybe that's what you are looking for, right? I understand your question correctly.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So this is assure.microsoft.com. You can go ahead and you yourself can start free. Okay, start free and pay as you go are the two models. Pay as you go is like how, say for example, today I have used VM for 1 hour. That 1 hour only I will be charged for that VM. Okay, so that's what pay as you go. And I can add one more SQL I wanted to add. So I can add. So how long I have used it, how long it was on in my account, that much only I will get billed. So that's a pay as you go model. And start for free, they will be giving $200 for credit. $200 credit they will give Microsoft. So you can utilize that for and it has months restriction also, 3 months or 6 months, I believe. 3 months, I believe. 3 months you can have. Within that, if you use more components, if you do more activity, either way, 3 months or 200 credits, which you use fast. Okay, so or you are not using the 200 credits, it will be there till 3 months. So you can start a free trial, and you can sign up with your Microsoft mail. You just have to create one. It's not needed that you have to have some Microsoft account for that. No, you can just create. This is sign up only. So you can sign it up and you can get it. Hi, actually it is taking me default. My company ID is taking, so it's saying that I'm not eligible for it. But you can add it. I have already added and kept it here. Okay, so I'm just using this EduNet's account only. Okay. Apart from this, also I have one more account, but that 3 months is expired there. Okay, so this is the account I have signed in like that. Maybe I will sign out and sign in. I'll just show like sign out. See, like this, I can use one more account. I can create one. See, can't access, create one. You can create one, new one. This also will say that you already have an account. Like this. Okay, this password is not working. Never mind. So like here, likewise, you can go ahead and create one more account. Okay. And then you can use, I think you have to give your credit card details. This one, credit card details, and then it will not take any money from your credit card, but I'm sorry, I just present this. Credit card details, and you can start working on it, but you have to be very sure about it, that credit card details are not used, not consuming. You have to make sure that you are shutting down your VMs, you are doing correctly, that shutoffs and all. If shutoffs is not happening properly, then you will get billed for sure. So this is what practices we are doing. Sorry for taking time. So if you see here, this is the Azure portal, the main home page of it. Okay, you will be having all the right side, you will be having all the menu. The same here also you can see. Okay, Azure services. Here also you can see, and here also you can see. So now what we have to do is I have already created many things and I have kept it just for your, for our reference, I'm saying. So we need to create storage account and we need to create Azure ADF first. Okay, so this is how you create. You wanted something, you can type in here. So ADF. Okay. Sorry. Azure. Yeah. I'll say create. So this subscription is now EduNet subscription. But if you are logging with your start and trial now, it's a free edition or free subscription or a free trial subscription. It says okay. So with that subscription you have to select. That's a default subscription. And if you don't have a resource group, you have to create. But in this case, I have so many resource groups associated with it. But you have to create a new resource group. Say for example, test RG. And this will not take the capital letters. That's why it's showing me error. In mid it is there, it will take, but in the starting, if it's not, it will not take. Okay, new group I'll create. I'll create instant details. I'll give some name. Again, this one is fine. Yeah. Region, see, these are all the region Azure is spread across. So you want whichever the region, you can select it. Okay, I'll just select Central India. Oh, this is already taken. One. This also, yeah. So version, which version you want to? Because no Azure Data Factory, the recent version is B2. Previously, it was not like a V1 was not there. Data Factory was there. Now it is version 2 has come. So then I'll say next. Okay. So this is Git configurations. Okay. We can configure it later. Networking. So what is enable manage virtual network on the default auto resolved inventor runtime. So this we have to do, and then connect via public network private endpoint. So if it is a private endpoint, you have to configure for your system or your company, whatever it is. Okay. So then you will be coming data factory encryption. This time we don't want encryption and all. If at all it's needed, so encryption keys can be enabled. Then tags. Tags is just like you wanted to give, say for example, I'll give my name and what value, product owner, I'll say something like that. We can give. Okay, likewise, you can add how many tags you want. Okay, who is going to be a product? Say in a company, every product or every resource group belong to a product owner. Okay, it must have to have product owner. It must have to have a project manager's name. It must have to have architect's name. So these are all the basic criteria, because now whenever this is there for a longer time, so we will be reaching back to those people and we will ask them to delete it. And if it is not used, or we really wanted to know, right, who owns it. So that's where we will add all these tags. Okay. And then review and create. So this is how it will be. We'll create. But this time I'm not creating. I will just go back to here. And then I will go here. I will just go to this resource group or storage account. I'll go. Okay.
Madam, we want to know, we all also have to try this.
If you can try this, please. That will be of help, because no, I believe in trying, because how many hours I'll take also, until you don't get this actually.
That's what. So we didn't do that activity. That's why I wanted to ask.
You have to do it. That is when it'll be good.
Then,
Yeah.
madam, you have to go slow then. Otherwise,
Oh,
we
okay.
can catch you up.
Oh, okay, fine,
Okay.
fine. Okay. this. Okay, fine. I think I have
When
created.
we are doing this, when we are doing the simultaneous activity, sometimes we lost the instructions of yours. So it's better to see first your instructions and then we can try at our level. Because the previous classes it happened, as you know, most of the time it don't work. Sometimes password is not working, sometimes login is not working. So it creates so many disturbances. So it's better that first we see how you are doing and then we can try, or we can write down some steps.
Yes,
and then we can try.
Morning only I created. Okay, fine. Let's do something. Let's create a new one because I just did it in the morning. It's not showing up. See, it's here. But home. Use any one of this. Okay. Okay, let's get created a storage account first. Okay, so I have already shown you how to create the Azure Data Factory, right? We will create the storage account. I will create the new resource group name. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sir. Krishnamurthy, sir, please. You have some question. Oh, it's some. I see some hands is up. Hello. Is that by mistake?
Krishnamurthy, sir, your hand is raised. Do you have any questions?
Then can't we use FDP AICT resource group?
Which one? This one?
FDP AICT. Yeah, today it has been created.
Oh, okay.
FDP AICT.
This one. Oh, okay. Okay, sir. I'll use it. No, not a problem. We can use it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we will take it from South India only. So performance, these are all you are aware, I believe, geo redundant, how locally redundant or geo redundant, which one you want. So this is the redundancy about the storage. Right? Your copies will be replicated, replication and all you are aware, I believe. So your copies, say for example, I have saved some file in my data in my system. This is my local system I saved. So this copy will be locally saved. If I select this, locally redundant means locally into the other system. That is in this location in Bangalore only. somewhere else it will be stored. But geographically redundant is if I save some file in Bangalore, that will be copied in Australian location, that will be copied in Korean location or wherever it is. Geographically redundant is that one. So we always insist to be the geographically redundant because we are on cloud, right? So it is always good to have this one. We say ZRS, that is zonal redundant. Basically, ZRS is the infra things we will be. Here it is showing GRS, but basically it is ZRS. So that will be done, but it will cost you little high because storage, right? Storage is always costly. So that one. And then in this we don't have advance and all, it's not needed for us because no this is hot tire, cold tire, which tire you want to select, and because no, it all depends upon your data. If my data is very critical, I will be always going for a hot tire. Cool tire is now and then I'll access. I'm not having that importance. That time I'll go for cool tire. But obviously hot tire will be allocated. Minimum basic hot tire will be allocated. But if you want cool tire, you can take it. That will also reduce your cost actually. And then access protocol. So here now we'll just enable SFTP. I think it's disabled. Okay, here you have to enable it. So this is a API operation, secure API operations we have enabled, and then we have used account key access. That's enough. And hierarchical name also we have not enabled, and access protocol also we are not enabling it. Okay, so as of now this is not needed. And then we will be having networking selections as I already mentioned, no, which kind of networking you can, and then data protection again. Soft delete for blobs. Blobs is nothing but your storage. It stores the data logically, right? Like clones. Basically, clones point in time snapshots. We say snapshots, okay? Point in time copies. So likewise, it will show. So it will be deleted. Days to retain deleted blobs. Deleted blobs also will be retained for 7 days. And then you can delete your containers, soft delete for containers, and then soft delete for file shares, whichever I have shared, no? The same file I would have shared to somebody of you. So that data can be deleted. Okay, that is 2 copies will be there, no? So that the duplications will be deleted. Then again, as I mentioned, encryption. Encryption is not needed as of now. And then tags. And then we'll review and we'll create. Yeah. So initialization, the deployment is initialized. So it'll take just 2 or 3 minutes for it to be done. I think I have to go a little fast because I have to give her data warehousing time also at least 45 minutes. Then only she can able to do it. Okay. So go to resource. So now you have our, now we have our blob storage created. Now we have to create container. Okay. I think already they have created containers, I believe logs, right? Okay. So now I'll upload the file here. I'm just using the log container. Is that been created or I'm not sure. So I'm just using it. Some sales data of some training. Okay, I have taken it. Account being accessed does not have sufficient permission to execute this. Why? Why it is grayed out? Oh my God, I'll go back here. I think I'll delete this. I'll create a new one. Deleting also not possible. Okay, fine. I'll create a container. I don't want to waste time. Okay.
Ma'am, delete options on the top.
No. It's grayed out, sir. This one.
Yeah.
See, it will be throwing error. Fine. I'll just do it. I'll do it later. This one here. PP container. Okay. I'll just create one. Yeah, it's successful. So from here.
Is it the source, ma'am, from where we are going to take
Yeah.
the data?
Yes, this is the source we have created, and then we are going. See, if I say here Azure Data Factories, say for example, if I go here, I can launch Studio. If I launch this Studio, I will be going in here. Okay, this is the RAM WP I have already created. I'm not sure that's what not listing, so I don't want to analyze now. So this is how it will be launched. Okay, when you say Azure launch, right? This when you click on this button, yeah, you click on this button. You will be directed like this, same window. Okay. So here you have to go here, this pencil icon, that is what called as author. Okay. So in this author, you have to go in the pipeline. I have already created a pipeline, but still I'll show you the new things. Okay, how to create a pipeline. So here you have to create a pipeline by clicking new pipeline. Okay. So new pipeline. Or you can see, if you see here, you can create a folder also. Say, sorry, in here, you can create a new folder also because you want to organize things. Now we are creating one pipeline, two pipeline, it's fine. But you have n number of things or you have huge number of files and all, you have many projects you are working on. You can create folder and you can organize all your pipelines inside that folder. Okay. So now I'm just creating a pipeline. So pipeline 2 only, I'll just leave it. I'll give name. Okay. So before going this, I will be adding a parameter. Okay. Parameter name. As I said, no, this is the family name. So and then I will be going into the data set. Okay. Without data set, nothing. Pipeline is nothing, right? So I'll be going here and I will be creating a new data set. So that, as I mentioned, here we'll try to create a new folder and then we will do the new folder. Folder name, I'll say FTP create. So in this folder, within this folder, I will create new data set. Okay. So in this first one, we have to create Azure blob storage. Okay. JSON format, because my file is JSON format. If your file is CSV, if your file is Excel, so which format you have to select? My file is JSON format, so I have selected it. And then I have to link services. Okay. So here I have to create a new one. This is Azure blob storage 2, I will say, for the FDP program. I think somebody is not on mute. Okay, then you can use the auto resolve integration runtime. I have mentioned in the beginning, right? So you can use the Azure ones, or you can create your new ones. How you want to do the connection on the runtime. Okay, so then you can use the account key of Azure, or you can use Azure Key Vault. Azure Key Vault is nothing but the key vaults will get, no, like the codes will be generated, right? So that those kind of things. Okay, so that you can use. And from Azure subscription or enter manually. So that also you can use, but here we are using subscription, and storage name is this storage we have selected, or this storage we have selected. Storage account name we have created. I'll just go with this. Okay. Take this one. Cannot get storage account key. Why? I think container. Okay, 1 minute. Sure, on storage, JSON, continue. Yeah, I think this one I have to connect. Yeah, this one I have to connect. What's happening? One second. Maybe I'll use here. Okay, launch this.
Ma'am, earlier also I requested that if we could get some step-by-step flow chart.
Yeah.
Because there are so many steps and it's very difficult to remember all these steps.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah.
we could get for all these, then that will be very beneficial for us, and
Okay.
we can easily communicate to students as well.
Okay. So then that case, no, sir, I will show you one site where Microsoft has all the steps written for you. So you can utilize that site actually. So I'll just share that with you. Okay.
Please.
New. Yeah. So for this issues only I have already created and kept, but that is not working now. I don't know why. Because if I start troubleshooting, no, that will be time consuming. It's already going to be 12. I have to give it to her also to cover data warehousing. Yeah, see now it is coming. We have it in here. Okay, fine. Yeah. So here also you can mention parameter, but I have already mentioned it here. So I'm not mentioning here. So here we are using this, as I already mentioned, account key, we are using it. And then we are whatever the storage account we have created, no? So that storage account we are using, the subscription we are using. And then to link services, we are going to test the connection. Okay. I said, right, this linked service is nothing but we are telling the pipeline, okay, this is the storage account from which you are going to take. This storage account has a container. In that container, there is a data. So please refer to it. Like that kind of reference or a linkage, bonding we are creating. That is what is this link service is meant for. Okay. So our connection is successful. Then we say create. Okay, successfully created. Now we will just go, see, if you see our container is listing. So we'll click on our container and then we'll say online, that file we'll select, say okay, then say okay. So you see our files have come. So you can preview your data also. So what is inside my file, whether that has come correctly. So see, here everything has come correctly for us. Okay. So now what we have to do is, so we have created the data set, right? So we have created schema and parameter also I have created. Okay. Now what we have to do is, now we have to create this one. Sorry. Yeah, no, sorry, what I said. Yeah, now we have to create pipeline. So for that, what you have to do is, we have to go in here. Move item. Yeah, pipeline runs, right? Dash. Second. Yeah. Sorry. Here. I was searching this one. Sorry about it. So here you have to go move and transform. So this is where the area you have to click on the pipeline, not here. This pipeline here, pipeline you have to click on, and then move and transform. Okay, so here we are going to do the copy data. Okay, so you can hear that ML is very easy with Azure. No, these are all the things. There's no need for us to write any codes. So every of these data. So Synapse you can use Azure Data Explorer. You can use Azure Function. Whichever you want, you can drag and drop and create a flow chart. Okay, this is how my flow of data is going to be. Like that we can create. So here we can create and then we can say FTP copy. Okay, so just we are going to copy the file. In the source, we have to select this source file. I'm not doing anything. I have just selected JSON one. I am just going with the default name. And the important configuration here to make your pipeline active or make your end connection active is the sync. Okay, here what you have to do, you have to create a new. Here only you have to create Azure Data Lake Gen 2. I said no, the end point where you're going to get copy your data, there you're creating storage. So we are creating JSON file again. I'm selecting continue. This will be JSON 2, that will be JSON 1, and linked service. I have to create new. This is storage 2 I will give. So everything will be the same, subscription and the account name. Okay. Then I say create. Here I didn't test the connection. I just went ahead and created it. So it got successfully created. Here you have to select the file again. The container has to reflect here. Then only your configuration is correct. So after finishing, I say you the overview or the flow, how I have done it, so that it will be easy for you to remember, or you can take a note and you can make it. And I'll give you the site also, Microsoft site, where you have the stepwise configurations, so you can refer to. Because this will be a little tricky, yeah. Because every day we are working also, we will be searching where this option will be, where this option will be. So everything is practice only. By practice only, it will come. Though you use every day, also you tend to forget some of the options actually. That's why. Test the problem. Each form clicked it the same. Back. Into JSON. Continue. Into JSON. Continue. Let's create new. Inscription. The connection is failing, that's why. Okay, I will take some other storage. This connection. Things. Okay. Okay, leave it. I mean, I'll just troubleshoot it. In the meantime, she is giving the training. No, I'll troubleshoot it. I'll show you. But I will be showing you here. Okay. So after here, what I do is I will be just creating that another pipeline, right? So I will be doing that. I will be doing that. Second pipeline will be created. Okay. So if you see the properties, it will be created and I will be having this copy. So when you say sync, so sync means JSON 2 will be there. So here you don't need to select anything, but in the source, and then here in mapping and settings, you have to give user property and general. So general only one setting you have to do. So this copy, right? Copy sales data I have given. And then this timeout is the only thing you have to set it in the general. Okay. So 10 minutes I have set it because we cannot have pipelines for hours together, right? So you can have 10 minutes. If it is not completing in 10 minutes, then there is a problem for that. Okay. We have to fix it. So 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maximum 1 hour. Before 1 hour, everything has to complete. Whatever will be the big data also, within hours or half an hour's time, it has to complete. So we should not be going more than that. But we can schedule it. Say, for example, we can go ahead and after 7 days, it has to run. It has to consume the 7 full days or something like that we can set. For that reason only they have given these many timing options, but it is always recommended to set within half an hour or 1 hour of timing. Okay, so here once I set everything, no, so that if it is that, if that would have been successful, right, how it would be means this, like this pipeline. Okay, sync would have come here, everything will be normal. Okay, and after that I have to do validate. So if I validate, your pipeline has been validated. That's what it is. So once validated, what I have to do is publish all. Why I have to publish? If at all I'm not publishing, it will not be considered as a saved one. It's just a tried one. So I can try many things until it is not published, it is not amended. That's what it is showing. So publishing error will show because pipeline 2 is not created properly. I will just delete it. Okay. Now there is no changes. So now there's no changes to publish. Okay. I'll again validate. Validation is successful. Now what will I do? I will be triggering the pipeline. Close. So add trigger. I copy this. I will be add trigger and I say trigger now. Okay. It says that pipeline not found. It says. And so many errors. I'll say, I'll do one more thing again. Source messages into general. Uh, It is also deactivated for me. Create a new one. Oh, this is not there. So that's why it is showing error. Okay, fine. As of now, I will just show you something. So instead of going new, we will select JSON 2. Okay. So actually, when you do that, it will be coming as JSON 2 only. So we will not do copy behavior, all those things. We'll just leave it and validate it. Okay. So validation is successful. Now we will trigger now. Oh, see, it was when I did not publish, it said that no pipeline found. So publish is mainly needed. A resource group sample could not be found. Okay. Some error it is throwing. I think that is a resource contradiction. Create new. Same here, I have a question. Subscription is correct only. The resource group ladies. Oh, the resource group is having some issue. That's what it is again and again saying to me. Why? The resource group does not have the feature enabled. That's what it is. Maybe I'll select some other resource group so that it will be better. I'll delete this. So yes. Yep. Okay, I'll just quickly create a new one. Sorry for taking much time. This will be there. You have to delete it from here also. This is just a view. Yes, sir. Keep it in your only. Okay, please. Contact instructions. Introduction. Many times. Oh, this was the error previously we were getting. That was we didn't select this option, all files. We just said blobs and files only. That's a problem. Yeah. Next thanks. I don't want. Okay, cool. Go to resource. And say container. Container. Okay. Okay, this is just delete this also. Create a new Python. I will call that as Python 1. Okay, that's it. That's not storage. Yes, no problem. Okay. Out of storage account is decreased. I don't know where the state is. Select the file. Review. Yeah, it's successful. Fine, we'll create. Parameter, I'll say. Column. Just leave it. So here I'll click. I create data system. Time will change. Minutes. Source. Select. Sync. Create. Sure. Hope now you are able to follow what I'm doing for the second time. Sorry, extremely sorry for making your time, wasting your time. But still, it was not working. Again, it's failing. Ma'am, you are not on mute, I believe. Okay, fine. So this one I'll just fix it and I will let you know. By then, Kanishka, please take over. I don't want to consume your time. So I'll just fix this issue and I will run this and I'll show. In the meantime, you can go ahead. Please go ahead with your session, please.
Sure,
Sorry about
Ramya.
this. Yeah, I don't know what is the error. I'll just fix it. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
Okay. So is my screen up?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So, very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Kanishka Pundir, and I have roughly 3 engineering. So today I'm here to discuss about the Next Gen Employability Program, which is FDP, teaching the faculties about, or rather than making them aware, being the change and making the change. So my topic for this session is going to be data warehousing and ETL for a fictional company called Retail Analytics, called Retail Mart. And in data warehousing, first of all, these two terminologies might not be a very common one for many of you. So let's try to understand like what is data warehousing first in layman terms. So data warehousing is a system used for reporting and analysis. And if there is another terminology called data mart, so if we are considering taking data warehouse and we take another example, data warehousing is like a book, whereas data mart is its individual chapters. So I hope I was clear in explaining you what is data warehouse. Now we will go further in another slide, and we will deep dive into a fictional case. In this case, that is retail mart. So the content of my coverage will be as follows: overview, challenge, solution, benefits and outcomes. So first of all, we need to understand what the problem is faced in these industries, the IT industries, everyday industries, not only just IT, but every industry. And solution, corresponding to that, there will be a solution provided to all of you regarding that. You can discuss it, you can think upon it, and I will be discussing that with you. Then benefits and outcomes. The final benefit would be what would be the benefit from all these problem and solution to the fictional company Retail Mart. So as I mentioned earlier, that we are focusing on a fictional retail company called Retail Mart that is implementing a data warehouse, and ETL is extract, transform and load solution to drive business intelligence and analytics. Business intelligence nowadays is the goal of each and every organization to drive to drive business intelligence from the data. Now you must be pondering over it, like we have lot of data available, so what do we do with that data and how do we do with that data, what we do. So so Retail Mart is here to explain you that all that concept in short. First of all, let's try to understand what the problem is. Here in our fictional company Retail Mart is trying to implement a data warehousing and extract transform load solution to drive business intelligence and analytics. Now the goal is basically to gain insights into customer behavior. We have all that data of customer. What do we do with that data? The goal is to gain insights into customer behavior optimize inventory management, that is timely management of goods and services, and enhance decision making process, because everything in the most important component of this goal is to enhance the decision making process. Now the problems. There are few problems as listed below in the as you can see in the slide. So these problems are data silos, that is data is present in silos, data quality and consistency, low quality of data and inconsistency, timeliness of data, data is not available real time to us, which is also a challenge, and scalability and performance. So scalability and performance, like we will see about how the performance can be increased through, though this is theoretical, but you can do it practical with the help of tools such as IBM Data Stage or IBM Infosphere or Azure, Microsoft Azure Suite provides a lot of tools for data warehousing and ETL. So Retail Mart faced several challenges as we discussed in our previous slide related to data management and analytics. Now the first challenge is data silos. Like I discussed, that data here is present in separate systems across various departments such as sales, marketing, inventory and customer service. One of the system could be ERP, enterprise resource management. Another could be CRM, customer resource management, or another could be SAP. And this led to data fragmentation and hindered the ability to derive holistic insights. So this was a problem. One first problem. Second problem was that data quality and consistency was not good. So we had to deal with inconsistent data. Inconsistent data formats and quality issues were posed as challenges for accurate analysis and reporting. Our goal was to derive insights. Insights could be derived only by customer analysis data of by analyzing the data of customer and reporting it, because end user or business user does not understand the data. He or she will only understand the visualization or the reporting and analysis. Second challenge. Third challenge was timeliness of data. So timeliness of data is like we have historical data, like data is created and it is stored in separate tables in historical data, that is historical data. But in Retail Mart it required real time access to data, that is collection of real time data. You can also, you might be, it is self clear from the name itself. Real time means that the data is accessible to us on the go, and to enable proactive decision making, monitor sales trends, and respond quickly to market dynamics. So that was the third challenge. Now, scalability and performance. So scalability and performance was also an issue in the company, fictional company Retail Mart. So what was the issue was that the data volume was increasing in nature, and we had no management, we had no uh, proper process in place how to deal with that increasing volume of data. So what we did was, the solution was to implement a comprehensive data warehouse ETL solution to overcome the data management challenges. The key components of the solutions were data warehousing. As I told, what is data warehousing? Data warehousing is related to, it is a process where we are collecting and managing data from varied sources. The source could be anything. This I'm repeating again and again because I want to emphasize on this. Then we have data extraction, data transformation, data loading, data modeling and schema design, and analytics and reporting. So we'll go through each of these points one by one. First is data warehousing. Now there might be question that how can we implement our solution via data warehousing? So First is Retail Mart implemented a centralized data warehouse using technologies such as Microsoft SQL Server or Azure Synapse Analytics. These are the two tools. One is in Microsoft, both are from Microsoft SQL Server and Azure Synapse Analytics, and both are data warehousing tools. Another data warehousing tool is IBM. There are a lot of data warehousing tools available in the market, but these are the ones which we are considering for our fictional company Retail Mart. Now, the data warehouse served as a consolidated repository for all relevant data, including sales transactions, customer information, inventory data, and data marketing. So our first challenge was data silos, which was resolved via this data warehousing. Another next step is, or the solution is, data extraction, transformation, and loading. So ETL is often used interchangeably as ETL and ELT, but the process remains the same. The basic concept and the foundation remains same. So data extraction. So what is data extraction? Here we are trying to extract data from various sources such as transactional databases, ERP systems, CRM platforms, and external data feeds. And we are trying to ensure data consistency and standardized formats for integration into the data warehouse. That is what data extraction is about in brief. Now, data transformation. Transformation is basically after it deals with applying different transformation rules to the data. Now, those transformation rules could be via data cleansing, could be normalization, could be aggregation, and enrichment. Normalization, data cleansing, will start with data cleansing first. So data cleansing is actually it comprises of few steps. So if data is not consistent, suppose there are nulls in the data, then how will we clean our data? So that is one challenge. The solution is that we remove the nulls. Then another problem with the data could be inconsistent or missing data. The solution could be we remove those inconsistent data in the form of Excel or whichever tool we are using. And then we move to second step, which is normalization in the data transformation. Normalizing data. How do we normalize data now? So normalizing is basically, normalization is for goodness and to check the goodness and consistency of database data. So there are various normalization techniques. First normal form, we check whether the data is in first normal form or second normal form or third normal form or BCNF and so on. But normalization also has its complexity. So what happens in normalization is that there is a graph, there is a peak that every person or every technology will reach at one point. Same happens with normalization. After that, the graph starts to descend. Once the performance peaks in one of the normalization, after that, the graph will start to descend. That is, the performance will decrease. So that is why, although there are many normalization types, but we don't prefer normalization in higher stages, fourth and fifth level. We go up to only third level. Then aggregation. Aggregation is simple summation of data like group by in SQL, or enrichment. Enrichment is enriching data with SQL. Then we have ETL tools such as Azure Data Factory or SQL Server integration services, which were utilized to perform these transformations. Azure Data Factory, Ramya ma'am has gone through the Azure Data Factory part. So I think this might be clear to all of you. But SQL Server integration services is SQL tool. It is a suite part of SQL, Microsoft SQL, and it is a data transformation tool which is utilized to perform the transformations. Third is data loading. Now, data loading is, simple terms, it is importing the transformed data into a large database or data warehouse. So first step is data extraction, second is data transformation, and third level is data loading. Now after this, we have data modeling and schema design. So in data modeling, what happens in data modeling is a stream in itself. It is a subject in itself under data engineering. So what happens in data modeling is it is a form of, or it is a technique to visualize the data using various tools. So next is analysis and reporting. After we have visualized the data, we will analyze and report it to the business. So these are some of the steps used to provide a comprehensive solution to the problem statement of retail mart. Benefits and outcomes. So benefits and outcomes are integrated data, data quality and consistency. Now the data, after applying these stages or solutions to the data, we get integrated data and not data in separate systems. Now after that, we also get data quality and consistency. That is, we were earlier dealing with low data quality and low inconsistency. So now that data quality and consistency issue has been resolved. Now, third outcome is timely analytics. So timely analytics is basically we got our real-time access to data, collection of real-time data, and we started working on that. Scalability and performance, self-service analytics, and finally improved decision making was the outcome. So we'll go through in brief about each of these. Integrated data, we have studied that it is about data silos, eliminating data silos, and enabling a single source of truth for all the relevant data to provide holistic view of business. Data quality and consistency is about eradicating the low data quality and inconsistency and bringing standardized data formats via ETL processes. Timely analytics is near real-time data loading and proactive decision making via that real-time data. Scalability and performance. Scalability and performance is basically we have growing data volumes and processing requirements, but how do we ensure the optimal performance and scalability is all about scalability and performance. Self-service analytics. Self-service analytics is so business users have gained self-service access to intuitive analytics and reporting tools. So enabling them to explore data independently, generating insights and making data-driven decisions. And improved decision making is via the availability of timely, all of the above. The availability of timely and comprehensive analytics empowered by Retail Mart. So I know we were short on time, so that is why I had to uh, hurry up the concepts. So I hope the concepts are clear a bit. At least there is a bit awareness on these topics that what is data warehousing, what is ETL, what is data modeling, and analytics and reporting. These tools, these are not tools actually, these are teams in any organization who deal with specific kind of terminology or techniques. Conclusion is basically the retail industry is expanding and becoming more competitive. So data warehousing and analytics has become critical to the success of any retailer. It becomes essential for retailers to know how to tie the right relevant data together to meet business needs and derive valuable consumer insights. So our goal is established with the help of this solution, which is data warehousing and ETL. And the problem was, again, I'm repeating it so that my audience is clear about this. That is, data was present in silos and other problems. So this was all about a brief about data warehousing and ETL. If you have any questions, then please put it up on chat, or you can ask also. If I have the answer, I'll be gladly able to answer it. Otherwise, we can later connect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kanishka. I'm almost ready. Just to do. In the meantime, any questions, clarifications, you can please let me know. I said no, learn.microsoft.com. So let me share that with you, that link with you. That would be of use. So I just paste it in the chat. You can go through it. There only you can get steps also. There only you can go search for it, like which topics you want. Here only you can search for it, like whatever you want, any steps, how to, you can just say how to create ADF, what are the steps to create ADF, something like that. If you put, yeah, you can get it. Step-wise you can get it. Maybe not the commands or the screenshots you get it, but it's a step-wise configurations that will be available for you. But as you mentioned that, I will drop down the steps and share it with Shashank or somebody so that you can get it. I can drop an email. That is not a problem. So what are all the steps, stepwise configurations I will send for sure. I'll send.
Sure, Ramya. I'll share with the faculty members on the WhatsApp group the things. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ramya and Kanishka, for getting into the insights of these topics on cloud computing. Any faculty member would like to say something about the session? Am I audible?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Yes.
Yes, Shashank, you are
Now,
audible.
oh, thank you.
Oh,
Now
sorry,
the platform is
Samya
open
ma'am,
for the
Kanishka
faculty
ma'am,
members.
thank you. Wow, presentation nice. Samya ma'am, if you have sent the link related to your topic, then that is very useful and useful for our students or also for the faculty.
Sir, Santosh sir, your voice is not very much clear to us. Santosh sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ramya ma'am and Kanishka ma'am. Yeah, nice presentation and nice workshop. So, Ramya ma'am, please send your presentation to our groups, and I request uh, to send the content of your related your topics and also Kanishka ma'am. Thank you. My voice is clear?
So
Oh,
Ramya, the faculty,
I'm sorry.
they are
I'm
asking.
sorry. I'm talking on mute. I'm sorry. I'm very
Oh,
sorry about it. So now I'll share my screen. It is working now. So I'm sorry about it. I don't know. Sometimes this will show some errors like this, connectivity errors, right? Like we cannot fix it. I will again. Okay. So. So So I just created, sir, sir and ma'am, this pipeline were showing error for us, right? So that I could able to do. So JSON1 and JSON2, okay? This is our source and this is our destination. It is going to have, now what we are going to do is JSON2 is just a file, okay? That does not have contents now. JSON1 is having the contents. So we are just going to copy the JSON1 to JSON2 and this pipeline has been created. So as I said that we need to publish it. Publishing only will be able to save the data, else it will not save it. Okay. The publishing completed. Okay. So once publishing is completed, we need to go back to the pipeline. Okay, here is pipeline. So I need to trigger now. Okay. So this is what is the parameter. I said, no, everything works on the parameter. So if it all, say, for example, I would have forgot adding this name. No, this will say that your pipeline does not have any parameter to run. That's what the error it shows. So that you have to add the parameter. See here, you can just go here and you can add it. And variables you can do, as I said, no frequency of this pipeline. Say, for example, every weekend I want this pipeline to run, or every day in the evening I want this pipeline to be run. So frequency we can set it accordingly. Okay. So now I say okay. See, it is running successfully. So we wanted to see this, right? So we have to go to monitor. Here you say pipeline. See, you have your activity. So it say it is in progress. You could see it is in progress. Then it you will get a message that successful. So at that time, run failed. Okay, again we have problem. Okay, fine. View pipeline run. Okay, fine. I'll show you. Once the pipeline run is successful, right? So, and pipeline run is successful, you will be having all the data in JSON file 1 to JSON file 2. Okay, so I'm not sure. Today is a bad day, I believe. Every connectivity issues and all coming. So for that reason only, I have configured everything and I kept it just to show you. That was also not running. I don't know. Fine. So this is how it runs, Saran ma'am. And so I will just like do the configuration steps, stepwise configuration file, and I'll share that with Sashank. Okay. And I'm sorry that I could not make it successful. So I'll just fix this error. Okay.
Sure, Ramya. Thank you. So, faculty members, once I received the step-wise document from Ramya, I definitely be sharing with all of you on the WhatsApp group.
You. So you can ask me anybody has any questions. At least I made some sense, or you got something from this session. You can share your comments and you can share your feedbacks. That would be of great use to us. So that, or if you are expecting something else, so if these kind of programs will be there, it will be fine for us. That will also be doable.
Faculty members, if you have any doubt, you can please ask. Yeah. Yes, ma'am, please. Sir, ma'am. Anyone is having any doubts, any questions to ask from the team?
So this learn area, you can go and check. So whether you will be able to do it or not. So you can go ahead and check there. So and let me know.
Yes, sure, Ramya.
So yeah, maybe before we move to the next session, like, is there anybody who wants to give any feedbacks to Ramya and other people? I think like they have been like discussing a lot of things. Maybe one or two people can also say, what is your takeaway for last 1.5 hours? Maybe quickly. We have been talking for 3 days and now it's your turn. Any volunteers, any professors, any faculty, just 1 or 2 minutes quickly.
Sir, the sessions were good.
Yeah.
Like data warehousing, we are teaching data warehousing and data mining, so that we could see implementation in practically how it works. Okay, so that's what takeaway. How Microsoft Azure is doing data warehousing integration for multiple heterogeneous data source, doing a single schema, and then how they are doing business intelligence.
Sure, ma'am. I think there was some background noise, but I understood like you were able to understand it practically. That's what I got you. I mean, I understood from your point.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir. Sir, we are teaching data warehousing, data mining subject. So there
Okay.
practically we are not doing, but we could
Ah.
see practically here in Microsoft Azure how multiple heterogeneous sources data is extracted through the ETL process and put it into a single schema, and how we are doing business intelligent concept onto it. That's what we learned today by both the speakers.
Sure,
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I think Gaurama want to say something. I can see like you have unmuted yourself.
Myself only, Gaurama, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, and I think Santosh. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And Santosh, sir, you want to say something? Your line is also unmuted.
Yes, sir. Session is very good, sir. And this is my subject, not my subject, data warehousing. But I learned something new and very good session. Thank you, sir. And also I provide that session also my student in the class.
Okay.
Azure, Microsoft Azure. All the things.
Okay. Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Maybe before we move to the other session, like any other final feedback to Ramya and to Reena, any final feedback?
Hi. So we got a lot of information about data warehousing and extraction and so on. I feel that if you can have a sample data set and explain these processes with that data set, that will be more helpful for people who are new to this area. Like how these transformations can be done, maybe not all, but some transformations, how you can handle that on a sample data set. And if you can share that data set to the group, like today she uploaded a JSON file. So if all of us are working on the same data set, then the insights which we get will be much more clear, is my personal opinion. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
Reena.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, Ramya.
Yeah, we have same data sets, and of course we will not use any of our company's data set. We will also use it from webs, whatever available. Okay, so that's what the data sets we have used. So that data set what I have used is from one of my training I have got. So that's a common data set about the sales. So same wise, you can get things. I mean, from the data, many websites are there, no? As we are asking repositories. I think Kanishka, can you help us with the common data set repositories?
Yes, Ramya. Yes, Ramya.
Yeah.
Ramya, I think one of the biggest repository where we can get data sets is Kaggle. So it is a very popular website, kaggle.com, and there we can get data fully available. So I was also initially struggling on the dataset part, but I know from my old days in college, since I used to practice and do the experiments on machine learning projects. So from there, I got to know that Kaggle is one of the source where you can get datasets. And that.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Finally, this succeeded. Activity status copied. Pipeline runs successfully. Okay. So this is how we run, sir, sir and ma'am. Like this is how you copy your data. Okay. JSON 1's data is copied to JSON 2.
Sure, Ramya. So yeah, so thank you so much, Ramya and Kanishka. And Reena, sorry to put you on the spot. Like in my screen, I can see your name on the top. First name was your name, so I thought like I can ask your feedback. But yeah, I'm sorry to put you on the spot. But I think it was a good feedback and good suggestion, and I hope like you got a response also from Kanishka on that. And once again, like, thank you so much, Ramya and Kanishka, for spending your valuable time and sharing your experience, etc. But yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, I think we can give a big thumbs up to Ramya and Kanishka. Maybe you can also put the thumbs up button, the react button. Yeah, you can put that. But I think there are a lot of people also said like thanks in the chat box. But once again, thanks Ramya and thanks Kanishka. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. Yeah. Yeah, you're all great teachers, and sorry if I'm not teaching it great. So this is how I can teach. So I'm not used to that great teaching methodology, and apologize for that. But it was I mean, we just shared our experience. We didn't teach anything. We just shared whatever we know. Yeah. Thank you so much for a nice audience, actually, you were. Thank you for that, actually.
But it's definitely a good session indeed. Yeah.
Second, can I have a chance to talk?
Yes, yes, please.
So yeah, I've posted some screenshots like whatever ma'am has taken over the steps. I will try to do it, but I got one running successful, the other is still in progress. So yeah, thank you, ma'am. I got it. What needs to be done.
Oh, okay, cool, super, sir. Okay, that's how it will show sometime that runtime error or that mismatch errors what it was showing to me, So we would have missed some selections over there. So that we need to fix it. We need to backtrack and we need to do it. If you backtrack, you can easily get it. So once or twice you've done it, now you will be able to identify what is the issue. But these type of errors will be hard to identify because now we don't know where we missed it, right? So storage account or container will not be a problem, but storage account or data lake or this connectivity between the pipelines, which is causing the issue, we will not be able to do. So we have to completely backtrack it. Yeah. Remaining errors, it will be easy for us to identify. It itself will show, boss, you have forgot this, boss, you have not configured this. Like that, it'll ask us. So we can easily go ahead and we can do it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So the configuration steps I will be surely sending. So to session. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you, both of you, Ramya and Kanishka. Yeah, but now like we can back to our session. So I think we are running late by 40 minutes. We may also extend some time today, but I'm not sure. But I'm handing over the session to Siddharth and Prince. So over to you, Siddharth and Prince. Others, please mute yourself. Siddharth and Prince.
Yes. Am I audible, Shashwatan? Actually,
yes, you're audible.
I'm speaking on mute, to be frank. So, because 20 minutes are only remaining, so I will ask if any teachers have any doubts. So we can focus on the doubts because see, in 20 minutes we cannot start a new topic and we cannot finish that topic. So if anyone has any doubts, we can clarify that doubts.
I think that's also a good idea, Siddharth. Yeah, we can do that.
And I know that every faculty is a bit tired today. We haven't given them the break as well. So we are really sorry, sir, but this session is really very important and exciting because the faculties from EY has there, the EY volunteers are there. So the session is really very engaging. That is why we are really sorry that we are unable to provide you the break and that thing. But yes, if you have any doubts or any other thing, you can just let us know. Okay, I have received one, no problem. Both pipeline got succeeded. Very good, sir. This pipeline we will be repeating tomorrow as well, sir. So if anybody is not able to complete this pipeline experiment, no issues. We will be repeating this experiment as well, because in our curriculum as well there is a concept of pipeline. So we will be delivering also pipeline. So no issues in that case, sir. Sir, regarding the cloud platform, that to give to the students regarding the cloud platform, I think if your college has an ID and college can give the users credential to the students, that will be the great thing, sir. Because directly we cannot give them the access, and if college has, then you can add student as a contributor. I am writing the word over here, contributor, so that what they can do, they can practice all the stuff. And regarding one more thing, ask every student to do the cleanup process. Cleanup process is the process in which by the end of the day we used to clean all the resources. What happens in cleanup process? In cleanup process, the costing gets lower because the resources are not there for more than a day. In Azure also, there are charges which are there, which are per hour, but still the charges are lower. Mamta ma'am, do you want to add anything? Sir, regarding the purchase of Azure portal, what you can do, you can go to portal.azure.com, and you can just enter the detail over there, like please sign in. They will give you the 200 credits first of all, then you can add your credit card, and then you can go ahead with all that process. Apart from it, many institution has the issue of because some institution won't pay from credit card, as R also doesn't pay from credit card. So what is the option of? There is an option of wire transfer. What I can do, I can demonstrate you the option of wire transfer, because wire transfer is by default is not allowed. You need to ask the Microsoft support people, and they will allow you the Microsoft wire transfer. If you allow me, I'll show you the demonstration of wire transfer.
Sorry to disturb, sir. We have next calls, so we are dropping off.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time. Thanks
No
a lot.
problem, sir. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes. So regarding the wire transfer, I'll show you how to uh, so Prince, kindly confirm, is my screen visible or not?
It's visible, Siddharth.
Yes, it is visible.
Portal.azure.com. Yes, whenever we go in cost management, payment method. So by default, the payment method is credit card. And see here, we don't have any payment method, and just it is just updating at support.edunetfoundation.org. And see, these are the two subscriptions which we have: pay as you go and Edunet Foundation. Yes. You can see like see wire transfer. Wire transfer is basically when you pay from your bank account. So when you pay from your bank account, default this payment method is not applicable. So you need to create account on cloud. Then you need to give the all the documents to the Microsoft that you are an institution and you will be using this account for educational purpose only. Then they will give you the wire transfer feature. So then only this kind of a feature is enabled. Otherwise, the credit card option will be enabled. By default, the credit option will be there, and this option is basically for organizations only. So academy, there is no academy forum/authority is there. You can directly go to. You will be having one option is there. I'll let you know. Once you click on invoices, see, whenever you go down, there is the option of support plus troubleshooting. This you can anytime you can go over here. You can diagnose. You can ask there is an Azure community. So in this community, what you can ask, you can see how people have solved their problems. So you can explore all these things. So this is an Azure community. I will share this link to you in the chat as well. This is the community for Azure. And this is Azure documentation, which is really. Yes.
Sorry, I request all the participants to mute yourself. Mamta Gar, please mute yourself. Yeah. Yes. Over to you, Siddharth.
I think I can. Right. So this is the documentation which you may be required if you want to learn extra, because in this 5 days workshop we can cover all the topics, but not all the topics. If you want to learn extra like IoT, if you want to learn anything extra which you want to learn, so you can use that. Use this link. Attendance link I have already shared, ma'am. I have shared it twice. If you want, I'll reshare. Reshare the link again. Anyone has any other questions? Or we can call it a day.
Yeah, I think if there is no other question, we can call it a day, say that. I think you already explained all the doubts. Please upload materials in LMS. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I think we will look into that for sure by today. Yeah, we will give you the update by tomorrow, but we will ensure like we are loading that by today. But yeah, I have also already uploaded the attendance sheet in the chat box, and we are going to use the same attendance sheet for all the 5 days. We are not creating any new form on a daily basis. It's basically a same sheet only. But we basically understand your daily attendance by using this timestamp. So whenever you register, we also got the time, like when at what time on what day you are registering it. Like based on the time, also we will know like on this particular day you are present. So we will be using the same attendance link. But yeah, we have already posted that in the chat box also. Also, you can use that. And so yeah, I think Shashank is saying, but Shashank, like some people are saying like they are not able to access any materials. They are logging in, but nothing is available in the LMS, it seems. You want to add anything on that, Shashank? But anyhow, so we will also coordinate with Shashank, and we will also understand your challenges. But again, yeah. But before to that, I just want to understand like, is all the people are facing this issue or only few people? Like, is there anybody who can access materials using LMS? If yes, like we can put yes in the chat box. Or if you know, like you can put no also in chat box. I just want to understand, is this the okay? So okay.
Sir,
No,
sorry to disturb, sir. Today LMS is not working, sir.
But yesterday it was working for you, ma'am?
Yesterday it worked and we went and did base assessment also, feedback also yesterday.
Okay.
Is the email ID what we have to use is Outlook, no?
No, ma'am, on LMS, the thing which you have registered, we have to use that ID.
Both I tried, sir. The one which I registered.
Can you share your ID? Can you share your ID in the chat?
I already shared. Because of some reason I got shut down. So this Microsoft Teams.
You
So I
please share and I'll give you the resolution end to end.
Okay, I'll share now. Okay.
And every material is available.
I think a few people are saying like it's available and few people are saying not available. Maybe Sita, with your permission, can we ask some of the participant to share their screen?
Definitely, Shashwat, definitely.
Yeah, maybe I think can somebody who is able to log in the materials, access the materials, can you share your screen and can you also open and show it like where did you see this material? Maybe it will be helpful for others to also learn. Any volunteers who can access the material?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Santosh, sir, please, sir. So regarding the baseline test, like no need to fill it now. It is basically supposed to do it on day 1, but we already shared it little late on only. So we shared it on day 2 only. So no need to fill the baseline test now.
There is some connection problem.
Okay. Sure.
Sometime.
Sure, sir. Sure. Or anybody else wants to show like how you're accessing the materials? Yes.
Sir, myself Gokul.
Yes, Gokul.
Yeah, I am able to access the material. So once we go into LMS and this study materials, we usually yesterday we did this assessment part. When we move to the study materials, we have FTP study material. So when you open it, you have all the modules, module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All the modules are there.
When we click on the module, it will take us to what is it, and when we click on it, the PDF is available over here.
Super. Thank you so much, Gokul sir. Yeah. Shashank, like or Siddharth, can we circulate the Google sheet and we can collect their password and their username and understand what is the issue on accessing the material? Would that be a good idea? Because quite a few number of people are saying like they are not able to access the material. I think now a lot of people are posting that in the chat also. Good to see like a lot of people can access it. Fine. So let me know maybe others who are not able to do that. Again, you can also try it again. Still, if you find it like not able to do that, you can also share your username as well as a password like to me. Maybe I can collate all the information and I can share it with the technical team to understand like what is the exact issue. So you can find my name in the WhatsApp group. My name is Saswathan. It's there in the admin. I'm one of the admin in the WhatsApp group. You can also ping me your username as well as the password, but like don't expect me to like respond to you immediately, but I need to check with the technical team and then I can get back to you. But if you're not able to access this thing, please reach out to me and I can reach out to the technical team. Able to access. Great. Now I can see like a lot of people able to access that. Yeah, great. So that's what like no need to do any assessment now. We will be showing the assessment. We will be uploading the assessment on the day 5.
One more time. It is working in other browsers, sir. Chrome, it is working. In Opera, it is not working. That's what I found out now. May other participant also try with other browser, that is Chrome or any other thing.
Okay.
Same
Thank you so much for that feedback.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that feedback, man. Yeah.
Sir, even I'm using Chrome. Chrome only actually not working.
So that's what, sir. Please share your username and the password to me individually. I'll collate that and I'll share it with the technical team and I'll get back to you, sir.
Ma'am, one thing in another browser whether JavaScript is enabled or not can you check and please let us know? Because if JavaScript is not enabled on another browser, I think it won't work.
I will try in Opera whether it's there
Yes,
or not.
ma'am. If
I'll try.
JavaScript is not enabled, it won't work, ma'am.
Then I will enable and try there also and let you know tomorrow.
Yes,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you.
Please, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. And regarding this assessment, like we will be posting one more final assessment on day 5, but now you can use only the study materials for reference, but otherwise like assessment and the feedback form will be visible or will be accessible only on day 5. But yeah, so with this, like I think it's time to close the session. Once again, thank you so much. It was really a great interactive session, and thank you so much for all your feedback and suggestion, and have a good lunch and have a delicious lunch. We can again meet once again tomorrow. But again, my request is only please be on time, because again, we have like 180 participate like 5 minutes back, but when we begin, like it's only 80 to 90. So please join on time so that like you can get all the information. So thank you so much, and bye-bye. And so that you can
Thanks,
end
everyone.
the meeting.
Thank you. Yes, I'll end the meeting for everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your interest. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.